best skillers at the gym.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding, because it is time for a classic back workout today, starting out with the lat pull down behind the neck. Usually I started with in front of the body, but today we started with behind the neck. This is to target a different set of muscles of the back, because when you pull the lat pull down, the bar behind your neck, you actually target the traps a little more, as well as the lats. Of course, you will always hit the lats, but you hit the back thickness just a little more. And that's what I want to work on. That's why we're starting out with it. And when you start out with a certain exercise, you will be stronger with it. And when you're stronger, you put more tension, more load onto the muscles, and you will achieve more hypertrophy or muscle growth. And the next exercise is the lat pull down in front of the body. Ronnie Coleman used to combine these two different lat pull downs to hit every single muscle fiber in the lats and the back itself to get the maximum amount of development for the back. So this is what I want you guys to do, well, what I advise you to do. If your back thickness is lacking, you should start out or prioritize the lat pull down behind the neck. And if your lat width, the V shape, the V taper is lacking, you start out with the lat pull down in front of the body.
Best back exercises in the universe.
That is true indeed. I love this seated row exercise with the narrow grip that you see right here, because when you perform it in this fashion, as you're seeing me do right here, not by keeping the back neutral, but by actually stretching the lats, when you do the negative rep, you activate not only the lower back and the back thickness, but also you work on the V taper and the back width. So it is an all-round back exercise, which I suggest you guys try in this fashion. Because guess what? Not only Ronnie Coleman, who I mentioned earlier, but also our good old friend Arnold Schwarzenegger does this exercise exactly like this. Now, what I mentioned on this exercise in different videos already is that I want you guys, especially when you choose a heavy weight, I want you guys to watch out on the negative repetition when you go down, because you can harm your erector muscles, which are attached to your spine.
On the beat. Yep. That's how we do it. Fuck, yeah.
So, what I said before, when going heavy, watch out on the negative rep. And that's what I'm doing right here. Basically picking the entire stack. But when I go down, I do it in a controlled fashion. I don't let the weight yank my body forward, but I make sure that the downwards motion, the negative motion, is done with the same speed as the positive motion. And obviously, we cannot do too many back workouts without including the ultimate classic dumbbell pullover. This is, to me, the best exercise to get the lats to thicken, especially at the front, called the serratus muscle, which is attached to the lats. So when you do a front lat spread, for example, that's a bodybuilding pose, you want to be able to show the back thickness even on the front. And normally you could only show your back width, but you can show everybody and especially yourself that you're a classic bodybuilder by showing off the serratus muscles. So what you want to do is when you bring the dumbbell downwards, that's where you want to feel most of the action in the back. And especially on the front of your back, which is attached to the sides of your body, but you want to feel it throughout your entire lat. So when the dumbbell goes downwards behind your head, you want to stretch the lats as much as you can, and you will automatically feel it in the lats and the serratus, and also in the entire back, but that area is especially where you should feel it. And after 4 exercises of the back, of course, it is time for some dumbbell work to work the biceps. And as you can see, Kane is going pretty well as well. He's losing weight, yet keeping his muscle mass, which is the golden era way. You don't want to do anything too fast, but slow, yet consistent gains, whether it's cutting or bulking gains. When it goes consistently, it doesn't matter how slow it goes, in the end, you will be the last one standing with an amazing, proportionate, artful physique. And that's what it's all about in classic bodybuilding. You don't want to blow yourself up, because not only your muscles will blow up, as well as your stomach will. And we don't want that, now do we? No. And what I'm wearing right here is actually the Vintage Genetics Scoop Neck shirt, which is also available on the website, but this is a special edition which I had made for the Arnold Classic. It's triple XL, and it has these badges on the shoulders as well, because I wanted to wear it while walking on the expo at the Arnold Classic Europe. And it was at the same time to test out the quality of the shirts. So, well, they got approved, and we have this design in the shop, but just without the shoulder badges. And also the triple XL is not available yet, because, you know, who wears triple XL in the gym? I thought it would be a nice size, because when you have tanning on your skin, it's annoying when you have a tight shirt. So I wanted a bigger shirt. But we are 15 kilos later now, and it fits pretty nicely. Alright guys, the next exercise is a true classic to work the bicep peaks. You can do this under preacher curl, or you can do it standing up. When you do it under the preacher curl, you have a little more tension at the top of the movement and at the bottom. But standing up, it just hits the muscle a little differently, it feels differently, so that's why we decided to do it this way. Always remember, when doing bicep curls, the closer your arms are together, the more the tension shifts to the outside of the biceps. And the further away your arms are together, or your hands are, the more the tension shifts to the inside of the biceps. So if you want to work on bicep thickness, you want to do wide grip bicep curls on this bar. And when you want to work on the peak, which we want to do because we want those Arnold Schwarzenegger arms, we hold it closer together so that you basically carve that split into the biceps and create that peak, which makes the biceps look that much bigger. And in combination with the previous exercise targeted for the peak, there is nothing better than the concentration curl to finish off the biceps and to really carve the peak into the outer head of the bicep. This exercise is pretty unique in the way that its contraction is not comparable to any other bicep exercise, especially because of the tension you create by sitting in this particular fashion. And this is an exercise that Arnold and many other golden era bodybuilders used to do. Boven altijd die... Right here, Kane is about to do some hammer curls. I personally cannot really do any hammer type of exercises because there is an impingement of the muscle or the tendon on my left bicep where it connects to my forearm, and that's pretty annoying. So when you feel an injury coming and when you feel a nerve or anything annoying, irritating, don't further irritate it by doing that exercise. Keep it at bay. Alright guys, that was the video. A nice classic back and bicep workout wearing the Vintage Genetics apparel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. That is the most important aspect, of course. And I don't want you to forget to stay golden.
Let's get it.
Out today, starting out with the lat pull down behind the neck. Usually I started with in front of the body, but today we started with behind the neck. This is to target a different set of muscles.
At the gym.
What's up guys, welcome to Vintage Genetics, where it is all about classic bodybuilding, because it is time for a classic back workout.